You probably need to escape tutorial hell, and you can do that by just building things. Start with small, simple programs focused on one concept you're trying to learn. Today, we're going to learn about opening files, and then we're going to write a very small program that's going to read in a file, and then we're going to count all the words and the lines contained in that file. Now, as this video is about escaping tutorial hell, don't just copy and paste what I'm doing. Figure out a way how you can implement them in your own projects. All right, let's get started. I have a file here called words.txt. It has a bunch of words with some new lines in it. And there's a random word with a number at the end. We don't want that. All right, let's check the word count we have with the Linux tool wc. So we can go wc-w and we have words.txt. We can run that in there and we get 24. Awesome. The W flag is for words. If you ever want to know more about a Linux program, you can run man and then the name of the program. You look down here, we have -L for lines and obviously -W for words. So if we do wc-L and run our words in there again, we have 10 lines. We can double check that with our text editor. I have 10 lines. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our C file. I'm going to call mine main.c. And we actually only need one include, standard input output header. The stdio header file is basically for input and output. So typing and output like to the screen. Also files. All right, now in our main function, we got to open the file, and we do that with a function called fopen. It takes in a file name, which is words.txt, and then a mode. We're going to use read. R is for read. Now, much like our wc, we can run man fopen, and it'll give us more information about fopen. Specifically, we want to know a little bit more about the mode. So you can go in here and look, R is for reading. You can't write to the file. That is W. W is for writing. Also A, which is append. So the difference between W and A is W is going to zero out your file, and then you can start writing to it. Append will go seek to the end of the file, and then you can start writing to it. Also W and I believe A and A plus, actually W plus do, they will create the file if it doesn't exist. So if we go back in main and change this to words test, change this to W, it will create the file for us. Before we do that, we need to create our file object. All we're doing is calling the function, nothing's happening. And this returns a pointer to a file object. I'm going to call mine file. And then a good practice to do is close out your file. So before we return out and we're done with the file, I'm going to go ahead and call fclose. You notice it says stream. Don't worry, that is just a general way of thinking about a stream. Normal streams are like your input, like typing, and your screen, which is an output stream. And so you can also just the way of thinking about it is a file is also a stream. Now if we write and close this, compile and run it, you don't see anything happen, but we have a new file, words-test.txt. All right, let's go ahead and put this back to where it was. Make sure this is read, otherwise we're going to have no file to read. We'll have to type it again. I don't want to do that. All right. Before we move on, we should also check if the file is not null, or we're going to go ahead and check if it is null right here. So fopen does return a pointer to a file object. If it can't open, it returns null. So we're going to print to a stream. We're going to print to the standard error stream. Let's say error could not open file. And then we should go ahead and return out of main because the only thing we're doing is going to open a file to read. So if we can't open it, we're going to have a bunch of errors. All right, now that we can open our file and we shouldn't have any errors at this point, we need to declare a couple of variables to hold our count and actually each line from the file. So I'm going to call my holder for each line a string, and I'm going to declare it an array of 128 characters. Next, we'll have a couple counters, so line count, set that to 0, and then we're going to have our word count. We'll go ahead and set that also to 0. All right, now we're ready to actually get every string from the file. And that's from a function called fgets. So we can man fgets. This actually has information about other functions like fgetc and getc and getchar and ungetc, but we're going to focus on fgets. Go in the description area here. You can see that it gives a description about fgets. It reads in at most one less than the size of characters from the stream and puts that in the buffer, which is going to be our string. And then reading is going to stop when it hits end of file. So at the very end of the file, it's going to have EOF, that's just a flag, and then it's going to return out of there. And we should also note that our line is stored into our buffer with a null terminating byte, which could be useful. All right, let's go back into our main here. So we're going to call fgets. We're going to have our string. We're going to have the size of our string, and then we need the stream, which is a file pointer. Okay, this returns an actual pointer to a car, like it returns a car pointer like this. That's all fine and dandy, but we don't know how many lines are in the file unless that gets passed to our main here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to put that in a while loop. So while fgets does not return null, keep looping and getting another string or a line from our file and put it in our string buffer, basically. So let's go ahead and print out what each line is. Make sure everything's good here. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's compile and run. Awesome. We got each line from the file. But now that we have every line, we should go ahead and increment our counter by 1. We don't need to print that anymore. And before we close the file or after, we're going to go ahead and say our line count, put that in there so we know how many lines we have. Let's recompile and run that. All right, we got 10. That's what we had before with WC, right? Let's double check that. Yep, we got 10. All right, now that we have every line from the file, we should figure out how to count a word. So we should probably define what a word is. It's going to be any number of characters followed by some kind of white space or even a new line. No matter what the line is, if it's a blank line, we're still going to count the line. But we don't want to count any words or try to count any words if it's a new line. So we're going to go ahead and do string. If the first character is actually a new line, we want to go ahead and continue to the next line in the file. So if it's a new line, we're still going to get a line count. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and check if we have a word or start counting the word, basically. And since our string buffer is actually just an array of characters, we can loop through each character and determine what's in there. So not if, we need a for loop. This might look a little weird if you haven't really messed with strings too much. What we're going to do is initialize a counter, and then like any other for loop, we're going to check if string at the current position, and make sure that does not equal a null terminator. Otherwise, and then also we got to increment our counter. fgets puts a null terminator in the very last position of the string. So once we hit that null terminator, we should go to the next, be done with this for loop and go to the next line in the file. Otherwise, you're going to read out of bounds and in some memory, you don't even know what's there, and it's just going to be junk. So, okay, now we can check for characters that have a white space or like a new line. So if our string of position I, if that equals a space, or if string at I, if that equals a new line, then we can increment our word count.
Hi, Future Me here. While editing this video, I noticed that I forgot to mention that this is a very basic and naive solution, as this video was meant to be, but I forgot to mention that this will not handle edge cases such as 2 spaces in a row. It will very well count an extra space as a word. Anyways, back to the video.
And once we've looped through the string and got our word count, it's going to count every word in the line. It's going to go to the next line with fgets again and go back through all this again. And once we get to end of file, fgets will return null and we'll jump out of the while loop, and then we'll come down here and we should print fr word count, just like that. That's good. And we'll go ahead and recompile and run it. 24 wc-w, and we're going to pass in words.txt and 24. Awesome. Way to level up by doing. The code will be hosted in GitLab. Link will be in the description. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment to defeat that algo monster.